Texans rookie sensation, C.J. Stroud, is about to face his toughest challenge yet at Arrowhead. Can he handle the Chiefs' defense? Hit that like button and subscribe to KC Chiefs News Portal to find out what's next in this thrilling showdown. Hey, Chiefs Kingdom! Get ready, because this weekend's game is a big one. We're facing off against the Houston Texans, and while this might seem like another routine matchup, there's one huge reason why this game will have us all on the edge of our seats: C.J. Stroud. That's right, the rookie quarterback for the Texans has taken the league by storm this season. His performance so far has been nothing short of incredible, and he's about to bring his A-game to Arrowhead Stadium. But here's the catch: the Chiefs' defense, led by guys like Trent McDuffie and Justin Reed, has been on fire this season. They've been the backbone of our team, and they're going to need to be on top of their game to stop Stroud from pulling off something special. Now, let's break it down. C.J. Stroud has had back-to-back strong performances, especially in the wild-card round against the Chargers, where he showed why he's the Texans' future. But he's never faced a defense quite like Kansas City's, and that's what's so intriguing about this matchup. Can the Chiefs' defense hold up against this young QB who's already proving he can make some serious noise in the NFL? Stroud's not alone, though. He's got Nico Collins, the wide receiver who's been lighting up the field. But here's where things get interesting for the Texans. Most of their other key receivers are dealing with injuries, which puts even more pressure on Stroud and Collins to deliver. For the Chiefs, it's all about getting pressure on Stroud, forcing him into uncomfortable situations, and keeping him out of rhythm. And while our offense might not be the high-flying juggernaut of the past, let's not forget, Patrick Mahomes is still leading the charge with surgical precision. The Chiefs don't need to score 50 points to win this game, they just need to control the tempo and let their defense do its thing. With all eyes on Stroud, the big question is, can he handle the pressure of Arrowhead? Can the Chiefs' defense rise to the occasion and continue their dominant play? Chiefs Kingdom, the time is now to show up, rally behind our team, and make sure this defense does what it does best. Alright, Chiefs Kingdom, let's talk about this upcoming game against the Houston Texans. Everyone's talking about C.J. Stroud, and honestly, it's hard not to get excited about this young quarterback. He's been lighting up the field this season and showing why the Texans were right to invest in him. But we all know, when it comes to facing the Kansas City Chiefs, especially at Arrowhead, the real question becomes, is Stroud ready for the heat? Let's face it, Stroud has already had some standout performances, particularly in the wild-card round against the Chargers, where he put up impressive numbers. However, there's a big difference between beating teams on your home turf and facing off against a defense like the Chiefs. Our defense has stepped up big time this season, and they're hungry for more. With players like Trent McDuffie, Chris Jones, and Justin Reed, the Chiefs' defensive unit has been one of the top-ranked defenses in the league. So, when Stroud steps onto the field at Arrowhead, he's not just going up against any defense, he's facing one of the most elite squads in the NFL. Stroud has had a lot of success so far, especially with his dynamic connection with wide receiver Nico Collins, who's been a real weapon for him. But here's where things get tricky for the Texans. Their receiving core isn't as deep as other teams, and they're dealing with injuries to some key players. That puts even more pressure on Stroud to carry the offense. We all know the Chiefs thrive when they're able to force quarterbacks into tough situations, and this is where Kansas City can make a difference. If they can put pressure on Stroud early, force him into uncomfortable throws, and take away his top targets, it could be a long day for the Texans. Let's also not forget about the Chiefs' offense. It hasn't been the same high-scoring machine that we're used to seeing in past seasons, but Patrick Mahomes is still out there making things happen. The Chiefs don't need to score 40 points to win, they just need to keep the pressure on and play smart football. Mahomes and company know that the defense is going to hold up, and that makes all the difference. This game has huge playoff implications. Every win counts, especially when we're talking about securing a top seed. But beyond the playoff picture, this is a big test for the Chiefs' defense. Can they shut down a rising star like C.J. Stroud and prove that they're for real? And on the other hand, will Stroud rise to the occasion and show why he's the future of the Texans? It's going to be a battle that we're all going to be watching closely. As a Chiefs fan, you've got to be excited for this one. It's a game that could really show where the Chiefs stand defensively and whether they can go toe-to-toe with one of the most promising young quarterbacks in the NFL. So, let me know what you think. Do you believe Stroud has what it takes to take down the Chiefs, or do you think our defense will shut him down? Before we wrap up, let me know in the comments below. Do you think Stroud can lead the Texans to an upset, or will the Chiefs defense make him regret walking into Arrowhead? And don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to KC Chiefs News Portal, and keep the conversation going. You won't want to miss all the updates leading up to this exciting matchup.